So it's the middle of January, and I'm out doing one of my favorite things to do in China, and that is going for a walk. I didn't really feel motivated to go out and rent a bike and go for one of my daily bike rides today. Didn't feel like going to the gym. I just came back from that little trip to Guangxi. Hello! And so I figured that I didn't want to sit in the house all day. Got a few things I need to do, so I'm just heading out into the not so mean streets on a gorgeous, sunny, blue sky day. It's about 23, 24 degrees here in January. It's beautiful. Yeah, I've got to pick up a couple things. I'm looking for an attachment for my sink that has broken. Normally I would just call the landlord and say, hey, have this taken care of, but most landlords that know me just kind of say, hey, why don't you just take care of it for me and take it off the rent? It's only going to be a couple bucks to buy the piece I need, so what the hell, I'll just go out and do it myself. It's easier that way. So I'm making my way down this street of little restaurants and car repair shops, things like that, to the local neighborhood supermarket to see if they've got the piece I need. I looked at the little hardware store in my complex, they didn't have it. So with any luck to have it here. If not, no problem. I'll continue walking a little bit further. I'm going to continue walking a little bit further whether they have the part or not, to be honest. But if they don't have it, I'll go to the larger chain supermarket, which is about a 15-20 minute walk from here. But like I said, if I really didn't feel up to it, I could take one of the bicycles and be there in 5 minutes. But today's a good day for walking, stretching out the legs. I'm really curious too. I've been working vigorously hard on a very vital skill here in China, and that is deep squats. As of yet, so far for almost a year, I've not come across the situation where I need to use that talent. And believe me, it is a talent that a lot of most of Chinese people locally here take for granted, and that's the ability to be able to squat down so that your butt is an inch off the ground. Because if you've got to use one of those squatty potties and there isn't a Western toilet around, it is in your best interest to be able to get down as deep as possible. Otherwise, you run across situations like I've known so many friends and co-workers, all foreigners, who couldn't quite get down lower than a foot or two. And then sometimes it's a little more wet and explosive than you were expecting. And let's just say your shoes, socks, and the lower parts of your pants tend to be soiled. So squatting is a very important skill. But anyway, let's head to this supermarket here and see if they've got what I want. All right, so again, walking along. It's about, well, what time is it? It's 4:15. So the little street vendors are on their way out here. I have bought food from a lot of these people. It's delicious. And yeah, they set up on this little corner here because it's a big open corner. Lots of people come here because this is the closest neighborhood large supermarket right there. And yeah, so you can get fried goods, deep fried snacks, little dried snacky poos. One of my favorites, it's a pancake with potato and hot dog and stuff like that inside. It's delicious, but that's not what we're here for today. Today I'm heading into my supermarket here to see if I can go and find the item that I need. And I'm pretty sure that they do have it here. So let's see what we can find. Nobody's ever given me shit for recording when I walk into places. If it's a smaller place, I'll typically ask permission, but these type of places, they don't care. If I'm here to buy stuff, they're not going to stop me from coming in. This is the local market. You've got all these dried goods, snacks, candies, beans, nuts, rice, grains, sausages, meats, fruits, vegetables. Just bag them up yourself. They're all just bulk. Along the back wall, you've got wines, alcohol, drinks, sauces, soy sauce, hoisin sauce, oyster sauce, etc. At the back, they've got the frozen goods and the actual butcher. So if you want a particular cut of meat, you can go see them. Oils, basically everything you could ever need is in this market. Then over here on this side, you've got all the canned and processed goods. Though I'll tell you, there's not as many canned and processed goods in China as there are back home. Vinegars, sauces, noodles, hot sauces, more hot sauces, dried stuff for soups, hot pots, things like that over here. What I'm looking for is over here. Now, one of the things I do want to find is one of these, and I don't think I'll buy it today because I do want to continue walking and I don't want to haul it around with me, but for that price I might. So I've got one here that's $3.75. Basically it's a broom, but it's more for scrubbing, as you can see, than it is for brooming. And that's really useful for cleaning the showers. So I might pick one of those up, but first I'm going to see if they have what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is the end of a faucet on a sink. And if they don't have it here, I'm going to go down to the nearby hardware store and see if they have it. Again, snacks, so many snacks, millions and millions and millions of snacks. Teas, coffees, things like that. Power bars, I do need a power bar, but again, I'm not gonna bother with it right at the moment. Now, I'm just trying to think of what section. We've got tools, flashlights, different hardware items like that here. But everything's kind of a hodgepodge here. You never know where the item in particular that you're looking for is.
Workout paused.
My watch has realized I've stopped moving forward, so, or at least as quickly, so it doesn't consider me wandering through the market here to be exercise. Well, you know what? They have the broom I want, or the scrubber I want. They have the power bar I want. But I don't think I'm going to find the end for the sink that I wanted. If I did, it would be here. And I don't think it is. So it's actually the aerator. That's what it's called. It's an aerator. Now that I know what it's called, I can probably type it into my translator and figure it out at the hardware store, but not seeing it here. Stationery, belts, some clothing, slippers, laundry detergent, like these places have everything. But anyway, they don't have exactly what I'm looking for, so I will continue onward, and with any luck I'll find the aerator at the actual hardware store. Hopefully this hardware store will have it, and if not, whatever, we can use it without, but I will stop here on my way back, if nothing else, to pick up that scrubber and the power bar I need to set up my tea set to get home. This guy's got baozi, different foods which are traditionally breakfast foods, but
老外哪里？我怕老外啊！哎呦！
A couple people over there just very openly said, "Oh, look, a foreigner." And of course I turned looking all shocked and surprised and said, "A foreigner? Where? Where? I'm scared of foreigners." Love that they all start laughing. I walk away. Restaurants, a little cell phone shop here. Fresh barbecue goodies here. You can get all sorts. In the morning you can get changfen there for breakfast. We've got the rental agency with the old men playing Chinese chess out front. Got the little point and shoot. These kind of places are really popular for Westerners because they can go in and point at the food they want. They don't have to actually know the names or be able to say it. All right, I'm at one of the hardware stores. Now they might have what I want in here. However, it's a small one. There's a quite a bit bigger one over there, but they look a little bit closed. So I'm gonna get a picture of the aerator and go in here and see if I can find it. Success. It took 3 hardware stores all on this one strip behind me here. The first 2 did not have what I was looking for, not even close. The third, quite a bit larger than the others, did actually have the piece I was looking to replace and the more simplified version of that piece that I wanted. Very happy about that. And not only that, the owner of the place, an older gent, was very happy to talk with me. No problems understanding my Chinese, so that was fantastic. And so we chatted for a while, talked about Canada, talked about China, talked about life in general, and he invited me, he did have another, all right, that's the traffic signal giving a warning not to cross against traffic, but he did have a customer waiting, so he said, hey, stop by when you have time and we'll chat and drink some tea. So that's really nice. People are really nice that way. Like I said, as long as you're willing to put in a little effort to learn the local language, people are very, very appreciative here of that. And I'm appreciative too because they're very friendly. All right, here we go, onwards and upwards.